going on, everybody? I got the fucking Scar shirt on today, so it's gonna be a good day. Um, Pardon the morning voice. I was gonna upload this fucking video last night, but I forgot when you put it on sleep mode, it stops uploading, which I don't understand that. Like, can someone please understand that or explain that to me why that happens? Because I don't know. That just sort of baffles my mind, but. Alright, I think we got this. Oh. Ooh. Had a fairly decent sleep. Probably because I worked out so much yesterday, so I feel like I'm able to make this video now. But let's talk about Nick Walker, bro. The Walker, you know what I'm saying? Walking himself to an early grave, homie. Like, really, bro. This poor guy. Guys, if you don't know what bigorexia is, you should. You know, this is something that needs to be understood now. It is a life stealer, just like anorexia. The only thing is, it's the opposite of it. People who are obsessed with being big. And I guess this could even go for actual fat people, too. Not just people who, you know, with big muscles. Some people might be obsessed with being fat. You know, I mean, that would make sense anyways, but don't ask me why that is, but, you know, everybody's different, I suppose. And Nick Walker is no exception. He's a very unique individual. Okay, we'll just say it like that. You know, he seems like a decent guy, but he's got an obvious problem. Okay, nobody should want to be as big as he is. That guy is just, I mean, he's stupid big, you know. And I'm all about getting those gains and, you know, having big muscles. Trust and believe. You know, I know there's some people who just think you're supposed to look like a CrossFitter. Like, fuck that shit. I totally believe in being, you know, like 260, 270, if you can, of muscle. 270 pounds, that is. If you can get there, bro, you know, do it. But when you start to teeter out of that range, and when you start to go in like the 300 pounds, like Rich Piana, that's when it looks like it becomes a problem. I mean, ask yourself this one question, like, how agile could you even be at that weight? Nick Walker, I think he's over 300 or around 300 pounds. Like, good God, bro. I would imagine it's probably not easy to get around being that heavy, bro. That's just my opinion. You know, I could be wrong about that, but I really don't think I am. I mean, when your arms are that huge, bro, like, it just seems to me like it would be hard to get around and just do everyday things. But, you know, maybe he can make it work for himself, and if he can, that's great. But the dude has an obvious problem, and, you know what I'm saying? I believe that's why he, what's the word? You know, he stepped away from Mr. Olympia. It's because he's that obsessed with himself to where he didn't think he was good enough. You know what I mean? I don't entirely know the full story. I think they said his coach said he wasn't ready. I don't think that's it. I mean, if I were his coach, I'd be like, get that motherfucker on stage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you're destined to win. And it kind of makes you think, like, man, like Mr. Olympia, I don't know, maybe it's not such a good thing. Because in a way, it's just, you know what I mean? It is just, what's the word? I'm having a brain fart here, but you know, it's basically aiding people with bigorexia. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more or less just it's not helping them. I'll just say it like that. I can't think of the word, god damn it, but you think you guys know what I'm trying to say. It is not helping them in the slightest. More or less, I guess you could say it's sort of like promoting their bigorexia, promoting a mental issue, because that's what it is, bro. It's a mental issue. Rich Piana, rest in peace. You know, he had mental issues. He injected himself full of silicone. Like, what does that tell you about the guy? I'm sorry, but that was just so insanely stupid. And that's probably a big reason why he died. I couldn't believe that when I heard that, but then again, it's like, oh, well, that does kind of explain just how cartoon-like big he was. Because I think it does get to a point to where no matter how hard you train or how big you eat, you're not gonna get as big as like a Rich Piana. His arms were just, they were like a cartoon. I mean, it was badass. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It looked fucking cool. It looked like Guile. Homie had fucking Guile arms. Like, seriously. I was just waiting for him to do like a sonic boom. You know what I'm saying? He literally had the fucking arms of a video game character, bro. Um, and you know, it just was really sad because Rich was a great guy, man. I really looked up to that guy, and it does fucking suck that he's dead. Sorry guys about the phlegm. I apologize. Always happens in the fucking morning. It's my fucking allergies, but I don't know Nick Walker personally, but he seems like a good dude, and I think it would be a tragedy if he died, and I don't want that. This guy's super young too. I think he might even still be in his 20s. So yeah, dude. I mean, I'm praying for you, bro. But it's just this guy, bro. I mean, have you seen this guy's legs? Like, holy shit. I've never seen quads that thick. Or not just quads, but just the entire circumference of his fucking thighs are just. It's just incredible. I've never seen anything like that, bro. I have to admit, it is impressive, but at the same token, you know, it's just. It doesn't look right. Like, it really doesn't, bro. Humans, I mean, you gotta realize too, bro, like, our bones are only so big, you know? If the muscles don't fit your bone structure, that's gonna lead to problems. That's gonna lead to a lot of shit. And some people do have a large bone structure, though. For example, Kyoko's grizzly. The reason why I say this is because he's literally 400 pounds. Nobody could get around with that weight unless they had a very large bone structure. So I suppose some people could make it work, but then at the same token, I mean, Kyoko's grizzly is a badass, don't get me wrong, but I mean, a lot of it is fat. Like, let's just be honest. If Kyoko's grizzly had the muscles of Nick Walker, and the fat, oh yeah, I mean, there's no way he'd get around. He'd be like 600 pounds. And, you know, that would not work out. But it's interesting to think about, like, how big can a person actually get and actually, you know, be able to move around and, you know, live their daily life. It is fascinating to think about. And it's crazy to think just how big a person can get, too. Like, those people, you know, it's really sad. Those people who get like stupid fat, you know what I'm saying, who end up on those TV shows. It's crazy. Like, I never knew a person could get up to almost 1,000 pounds. I think even one person did get to be 1,000 pounds. It's like, whoa, bro. I mean, good God, can you imagine being 1,000 pounds? Yeah, that's just. You're not doing anything but sitting, you know? And unfortunately, that's what happens when you get to be that weight. You're completely immobile, you know? You can't even, like, walk to the bathroom, bro. I mean, it's really sad. So, at least Nick isn't at that point, you know? At least some people, you know, a lot of people with bigorexia, like, especially in bodybuilding, at least they're not in that point to where they're, like, immobile. But I mean, it could happen, dude. Like, I don't know. Nick, in his mind, maybe he thinks like he should be 600 pounds. You never know. I mean, I don't exactly know his philosophy. But Maybe he thinks that like his muscles could be twice bigger than they are now, you know? It could get that bad. I mean, for example, look at anorexics. You know, there are people who are literally skin and bone who think they're fat. It's really tragic. It's super sad. And we need to make more awareness to this mental condition because, you know, Nick Walker obviously has a mental issue. I'm sorry to be so real about it, but really I'm not. I mean, guys, like, you shouldn't strive to be as big as he is. I'm sorry if that sounds like I'm being a pussy or whatever, but it's just, to me, it's not natural. It's not healthy. But at the same token, like I said, hold on. Like I said, strive to be big, okay? I'm not telling you just be some fucking CrossFitter pussy, okay? I'm not telling you that. I'm not saying just be 180 fucking pounds. I honestly can't stand people like that. I can't stand small power lifters either. To me, it's just a waste. Like, why would you want to be strong but not big? That doesn't fucking compute to me. But anyways, guys, that's what I got for you on this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.